Virgo, Kim Enchantress here to do your new moon in Aries reading, and this is going to be how it will affect you, and this is taking place on Sunday, April the 11th, 2021. So you need to pretty much try out a new way, Virgo, of getting a message across to somebody. Maybe it's a crush that you've got or a lover. And maybe you can do this by just giving them a compliment. Now, don't sugarcoat things. Honesty is the best policy because it's too important to you. This person's very important, so tell them how you're feeling and just tell them how or why you appreciate them. Now, it is in your 8th house of this house also rules sex, so intimacy is very important with this card. Now, it is your shared values, your sensuality, and how this is going to empower you. Now, this is taking control of the situation. And we've got the child and the man. But under the deck, we have the garden. So this is telling me that you may feel a little inexperienced in this area of love or trying to tell somebody how you feel. It could be with someone in a new social group here, Virgo. Now, when the man's in the reading, it's somebody that's in the public eye. So it could be a group of men, a new group of men that you're in contact with, and this man may feel a little vulnerable around his peers, so either you or this man is a little bit inexperienced in this area. So let's see what else we've got for you. Now we've got Venus, which is the planet of love, and it's entering your sensual sign here in your 9th house here, Virgo. Now this is your 9th house of philosophy, and it's entering on Wednesday, April 14. So it's still important to tell your loved ones how much you appreciate them. But you also got to take care around this time of yourself. Now, this transit's going to appeal to your intellectual side of things, your intellectual nature, but it will encourage you to explore the manner in which you love. So it's an ideal time to explore your sexual orientation, your gender, or just your relationship format. Now, if you've been curious about those things, this is the best time to do that, because your 9th house is philosophical growth. Sorry, I'm having tongue-tied today. So this is about your future, looking at the big picture, putting your wisdom into reality here. So maybe you might get a mentor, or you may decide to travel here. So let's see what else we've got. So it ties in with the ship, the sun, and the key, but we've got the rider under the deck. So when the rider comes into play, this is about distant news that's coming to you. These are messages from far away. It could be victorious news with the sun about someone's ambition, but this is a significant person in your life. Definitely someone important, an important message that's coming to you around this time. Now, you will start to discover, excuse me, I'm not well today. You're going to do some searching for happiness in your own life, Virgo. This is a happy journey for you. Now, you'll be open to travel, and you'll be open to exploring and discovering new opportunities, and you'll start to discover and open oneself to happiness. So you'll become familiar of what it is happiness is about, and you'll start understanding what that's about. Now, when the weather gets a bit more warmer, it's going to be Taurus season. So this starts on April 19. And you're going to feel encouraged to get outside, do some socialising, but you're still going to follow pandemic rules. Now, there's safety protocols, of course, but on the same date, your ruling planet communicator Mercury, which is in Aries at the moment, enters Taurus in your 9th house. So this is definitely about philosophy, and this transit is another opportunity to tell your dates, tell your crushes, anyone that you have feelings for, tell them exactly how you feel. If you want to try something new, now is a lucky time for you. Now we go into Friday the 23rd, which is the fighter planet Mars. It's entering Cancer in your 11th house. So it's a house of friends. And because of this pandemic we've been going through, or the vaccine and the warmer weather, more people will be able to get together safely now. So who knows, you may be even able to do something like this with your best friend, and it might be for the first time in a long time. But, you know, you are warriors for surviving this, and it's okay to show your feelings. So maybe you're feeling overwhelmed by this when you meet up with your friend. But it's okay to let it all out. There's got to be a release around the new moon. Now we have the snake under the deck. And it's with the tower, the dog, the mice, and the diviner. So let me see if I can grab them into view for you. So I'm feeling this is you desiring an authority here, Virgo, but your ambition's creating loneliness for you. Now you may be desiring to be with a friend, and this friend may be a little bit manipulative, and you may feel like it's an unequal friendship here. Now your desires and whatever you're motivated about are decaying, so this could be a corrupt authority figure here with a tower. Maybe a false friend in the mix with the mice. But I'm feeling you need to seek professional help, or you may seek help from another friend, perhaps. Now you've got the full moon in Scorpio on the 26th of April, which lights up in your 3rd house of communication, and this is a great time to communicate your sexual needs to a partner. And I don't mean to, pardon the pun, but also to masturbate to a fantasy, relax and enjoy it. It's a sensual time for you. It's Taurus season, and it is about intellectual growth. So day-to-day connections, you've got, you know, you may be curious about your gender perhaps, and you're going through experience trying to explore things. So talking and listening is going to help, even if it's with relatives and siblings. This is the best time to do it, around the 27th. Now, the next, around the 26th, sorry. The next day, the 27th, is when Pluto comes into play. So it's about transformation. It's begins its yearly retrograde. So during this time, you'll find yourself continuing the work you started earlier this month, or maybe you're identifying previous desires that you ignored and bringing them to life now. Now it comes into play with the full moon, and it's in your 8th house of power and, you know, darkness and your soul growth, death and rebirth. So this is going to give you the time to be able to do things. Now we have, as an outcome for the full moon, which is reaping those rewards of something that you've sown earlier on the new moon. The new moon's about releasing what no longer serves you, and the full moon is about cultivating it. So we have the heart under the deck, and this is your outcome here, Virgo. So this is holding on to a relationship and finding security in that love. And this is about a woman who's solid and focused. Now, excuse me, this woman is solid and focused, and she's holding on to her luck, finding happiness in security. And this could be a new commitment in love, Virgo, or a marriage announcement, an opportunity for love. But don't take it lightheartedly. This is a woman who is optimistic, she's very lucky, and she wants to take a chance with you. So, excuse me, we have the River of Bliss. That's from the Awakened Dreamer cards, and it's running just beneath the drama. On the surface is a river of never-ending bliss. Consider this your permission slip to dip your toe or dive in headfirst into the sacred swirl that leads you back to the shore of your joyous nature. So that's beautiful. So definitely about exploring, going exploring. And we have another card from the Goddess of Love Oracles, which is realignment. So feel the ebb and flow of life. Now, I'm not real familiar with these cards. I'm going to read from the book for you. Just bear with me till I find it. Okay, got it. Excuse me. Sorry about that, Virgo. I'm not well, but I want to get these out before the 11th. So just bear with me. So in the turmoil of life, it is easy to be carried away on a current that is taking you away from where you want to be. So pretty much tying in with the ebb and flow card. Mother of Water comes to you to help you swim back into the flow of divine alignment. Life is a sea of energetic forces pushing and pulling. If you feel battered and bruised and as though you are gasping for air, Goddess is here to guide you to still waters. Feel her soothing touch. Let her help you find practices and ways that bring what will keep you centered. She will realign you. Mother of Water knows what it is to do with the ebb and flow. If you are aligned with the push and pull, you can flow with it, strong and unscarved. Now, your body is energy. Listen to its natural rhythms and remember to flow with them. Goddess may send you a guide in the form of one of her water creatures. A seal may come into your life, perhaps in your dreams or as a picture, sculpture, or in the flesh. In whatever form it comes to you, Goddess will be reminding you to pay attention to your deep inner feelings, your imagination and intuition. So that's beautiful. Now there is a daily practice that she's asking you to do. No more fighting with yourself. Create time in your day or in your spiritual movement or breathing practice to hold and notice the uncomfortable emotions and thoughts that may arise. Be aware of the discomfort and accept it for what it is. Perhaps it is sadness, regret, shame or guilt. Welcome it with compassion, for you are the host and it is merely a passing guest. In its own time, it will move away from the spotlight of compassionate attention and float away as a cloud. Dedicate time to using the power of noticing, accepting and compassion for whatever arises for you each day during your daily practice, Virgo. So it is a time, if at time tears flow or the body needs to rock or move, let it do so. More with the tides of emotion, feel their flow. In time, you will notice there are only the waves and not the depths of the entire ocean. So definitely you're realigning yourself here, Virgo, especially around the 27th. You're going to feel that ebb and flow happening for you. And keep an eye out for the little creature that's sent into your life. So that's beautiful. Love and blessings. Bye for now.